do an intro, super casual intro.
Wait, let me just check if it's both are not like muted or anything. Okay.
No, they're recording.
Okay, now it's logged.
Do like a casual intro.
This is a casual intro. Hey guys, we are standing in front of Vidhan Savda to shoot our very first weekend update. We have no clue what we're doing here, so I guess you'll have to find out what we are doing. What are we doing, Anag?
I don't know, the weather is nice though, and it's super windy. Okay, what a great day to get thrown out of here. But before that, like we'll just start. This format is nothing but us just talking about news, like as casually. He doesn't know what I'm going to talk about, and I don't know what he's going to talk about. But we're just going to sort of discuss on the spot. So the first thing I want to talk about, let's address the elephant in the room. Let's talk about the Deputy Chief Minister, D.K. Shivkumar. He announced like this tunnel system, like a 2-tunnel system and a corridor for like 114 kilometers to alleviate traffic, it seems.
Wasn't India like flooded a while ago? And wasn't Bangalore flooded
Bangalore
a while ago?
was flooded like two years
Underground
ago.
means water level come up, no?
There's also, funnily enough, like he also announced this waste management system called Swachh Bengaluru for like same 4,000 crores. All part of this.
It works for the Swachh Bharat SEO.
So
it really
Swachh
goes
Bengaluru,
well.
Swachh Bharat. That's what the thing is, that in developing countries especially, it's important to show that we're like constantly building things, right? Like, because it sort of shows to international entities that we are getting funding from outside, we're getting support. Because if we are we're like sorted in that sense that we won't get that support anymore. Because we were a state ministry that was different from the central ministry, there are a lot of tips because of that. And apparently they get lesser funding because they're like from a different party and stuff. These kind of things keep happening. So
Is that why the EG-Pura flyover is not built yet?
I guess, I don't know.
Like just to show people that we're building
like
it.
In Hepal also there are like a lot of things. Sorry, I was blocking the mic. In Hepal also there are a lot of things that are just, they've just given up. Now they're fortunately constructing. But when I was getting here especially, oh my god, like I said, like when on a call before I got here, I told Ankit that the traffic was making me swear vengeance on my enemies. And that's just true because of all the infrastructure that's happening constantly. And it seems like this 114 kilometer thing, based on how construction is happening now, it's going to take like a good 10 years, I guess. I don't even have metro near my house and I live near the airport. So, I don't know, bro.
Let's see, hopefully Bangalore's traffic scene will get better and we can all travel in less than 1 hour to every destination we need to reach.
That's just a fantasy, clearly. But yeah.
Guys, we can swim there now. So
yeah,
like,
that's true.
That's
boats. Invest in boats, guys, because apparently people are using boats to rescue others. So it's a good thing. Invest in boats. There's a future there. There's a business there.
The archive recommendation. Invest in boats, kids.
Yeah. Then next, what else is there to talk about?
I think we can move on to the world of AI, you know?
AI. So AI reminds me, funnily enough, like I saw this video of this kangaroo in like an airport, and he's just like politely waiting like this to board the plane, and everybody thought it was real, but it's clearly AI because they were speaking like some fake Australian. Like they were just, all I could hear was like mate a couple of times. Clearly it's not a real language.
It's funny that people are so afraid that AI will take their jobs, and then you hear them trying to speak Australian English.
Yeah. Clearly they can't do that. So, but this video is essentially like it's AI, okay? Like I know the video is ridiculous and all. It's funny. I'll play the video on screen right now. Like 3, 2, 1, react to it. Okay, 3, 2, 1, video. Good reaction. Yeah, this video mainly we want to talk about this because misinformation, right? That's like the main crux of this entire thing. People just found it easy to believe, right?
This is really harmless, honestly, the kangaroo, because it's cute, but on another flip side, did you guys hear about the Trump app scam?
Well, I don't know what the Trump app is. It happened in Karnataka.
It happened in Karnataka. Yeah. So the president of the United States of America decided to launch an app in Karnataka and then asked for donations. Investors. I'm so sorry. Trump doesn't ask for donations. He asked for investors. So the basic idea was that you invest some money, you can get a lot more money back, up to 100% returns.
Whoa.
So using
100%. Boats and Trump app. Those are your 2 investment recommendations.
So using don't invest in this, guys. We're not fun. So using deepfake videos of Donald Trump, personally speaking to you, he convinced over 200 investors
Wow.
to put over 2 crores into
That's
this app.
quite a lot of money.
And this is like all over the place. This is like Karnataka, Haveri. This is in like big, like different place. I think Bidar had some cases. So it's funny that something like this could actually happen when I think like media literacy is really important.
That's what. See, interesting you say media literacy because I read this thing recently. It was like it was dividing content into 4 boxes. Okay, like it was like imagine one massive grid. Okay, and then 4 boxes. There's in each box represents like one sort of category. Imagine on the x-axis there's real footage, and on the y-axis there's fake footage. So in these 4 quadrants, right, one box is what people perceive to be real and is real footage. For example, real design or real whatever art. And one more box is people know it's fake and they accept that it's fake. That's another box, right? But the weird middle ground is that sometimes people think it's real, but it's actually fake, and sometimes it's fake, but people think it's real. That's where most of the content is falling right now. But we are real guys, like clearly, like why would we risk this, honestly?
We really can't say that definitively because who knows? Who knows?
He is not real.
I could be generated at this point and you wouldn't know, and that's the problem.
That's the problem.
Like the worst part with like AI and how things are going and leading to scams, the NCRP or the National Cyber Crime Reporting Portal, you can also call 1930. They launched this E0 FIR. Now, Macha, do you know what a zero FIR is?
No.
I truly didn't, so I googled it.
Okay.
Like the normal way, and I found out that victims can basically file an FIR no matter which part of the country they belong to.
Okay.
They can file it in any police station. That's a zero FIR. In this case, because of how bad cyber crimes are getting, Trump app.
Yeah, the Trump app. Voting also clearly a result of cyber scams.
So because of that, there's an initiative it's a pilot program.
Okay.
Okay, it's a pilot program.
I want to be pilot. Sorry. Yeah, but
it's a pilot program.
Yeah.
Concentrate. It's a
Okay,
pilot
okay.
program that is launching in Delhi first, and then it's going to be pushed out to the rest of India.
Okay.
But the idea is that if you've been scammed, we hope you haven't been.
Yeah.
For 10 lakhs and above, your call or your reporting will instantly be considered as an EFIR.
Okay.
And then you'll have 3 days to go to your nearest police station and then report.
Yeah.
Convert the EFIR to an actual FIR.
FIR. Okay.
So this is basically done to catch criminals in the golden hour.
Okay.
When you get
golden hour.
Golden hour for any photographers, it's not the time when everything is really bright. It is the best time to catch someone when you've been scammed because there's only a little time before you can retrieve your money.
Yeah, golden hour. Wow.
Just a side thing to this whole conversation. Do you know that most scammers that are doing intricate scamming operations around the world are all Indians? Most of them are Indians. They're based in like places like Kolkata or like other places in Bihar, and they have these small.
Ankit, their representation, bro. See, Italians have mafia, the Russians have mafia, Somalis have pirates. Why can't we have scammers? You're taking that also away. That's crazy.
I guess, yeah. So shout out to our scammer base, I guess, and shout out to Scammer Payback. Pirogi, we watch you and we appreciate what you do. Hit us up, man. Damn. So,
Scammers, chase your dreams, guys. But stop scamming. Like if you want to just like phone call sales people, I can connect you with some sales, like people looking for sales executives. But
this disclaimer is that Archive does not support scamming of any kind.
Exactly.
So just
we're scamming the Vidhan Sauda for content. That's a different thing. But
Anag is really actively trying to get us arrested. So let's see how that goes.
I'm just trying to find the line. Because where we're standing, we are clearly like way away from the line. So we'll keep getting closer as this hour progresses, I guess.
Okay then, but like, is there anything else that's been happening in India?
No,
besides rain?
Again, this AI thing, right? Oh yeah, rain. Oh, orange alert, guys, stay at home. By the way, like be careful when you're going out. We are risking our lives to bring you great content and right news, but that's not what you're supposed to do.
The orange alert is not a dig at BJP.
Yeah,
guys,
exactly. Orange alert. Oh, alert orange. Oh, it's drizzling. sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I was saying like back to the AI thing, right? There is one like workaround people are coming up with. It's called I forgot what it is called. It's like chrono. I'm just like future me. Put it up there, I guess.
Don't
But,
worry
like,
much. You can always cut it and fix it in post.
Yeah. But future me, this is for you. There's this thing where this app where it like sort of permanently fixes the metadata on your picture. So like metadata is generally like all the information like your location tag, like where you took the photo, what time you took the photo, what date you took the photo. It's all like location geo-tagged and all that stuff. So this app sort of permanently fixes that data right there. So when AI and all get involved, that metadata changes because based on like when you edited it, that data changes and stuff like that. So to differentiate between AI and real photos and videos, there's this app that tags your this thing as like, oh, this is the real photo. That's how people are getting around it. But I think it should be the opposite, right? Like content should be flagged for being generated rather than like real content should remain real. But if you are flagging all this thing, like right now Instagram, when you're uploading videos, for example, when we uploaded this video also, it asks us if this is AI generated.
But we can say no.
No, yeah. Anybody can say no. We say no all the time. It's easy to fool you guys. What I mean to say is like they should flag things for being AI, right? They should have workarounds. If there are workarounds for hate speech and whatever, and misinformation, right? When they put like this is about vaccinations, this is about COVID, this is about this, and this is the real information. If they're able to do that, why can't they do that for AI, right? If the entire conversation is about like it's taking over real things and real versus AI and all that stuff. Well, what do you think? Do you think they should do it? They should flag AI content?
No, man. I think fake things are supposed to rule the world. Have you seen the state of Instagram recently?
That's true.
Instagram, like really, take
like,
a look at yourself,
better, bro.
man.
Do
Take
better.
a look at yourself.
Yeah, do better. Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. Instagram is a great platform.
Wait. Anak, I think COVID's back.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, COVID is back. By the way, COVID is making rounds. Everybody stay safe. Sanitizers, masks, everything, the whole deal. But yeah, the cases have been rising. There has been one reported death in Karnataka, so be mindful also.
But that was because of also comorbidities that happened.
Yeah.
Most of the cases that have been reported are also people who are suffering from a lot of other things.
Yeah.
While this variant of COVID, there are two right now going around. I will show both on the screen. They are highly transmissible, but they're not in the same effective scale as what we saw with, let's say, Omicron or even before. So while the general advice is that it's not as bad to start panic yet, still it's good to stay mindful, wash your hands, wear a mask in crowded places, try not to get the bat virus again.
So for some reminders, some stats for you guys, is we had apparently 1,200,000,000 people have been vaccinated in our country. So that's an amazing achievement. Out of 1 billion people being vaccinated is absolutely incredible.
That's pretty dope, man. That's
that's incredible. And the government has given out 2 billion vaccine shots. That means 2 doses. Almost everybody has gotten 2 doses. So we hope that everybody is vaccinated, everybody is healthy. If you are not vaccinated, please get vaccinated as soon as possible, because it's extremely important to keep your health, because if you fall sick, there's a high chance that everybody around you falls sick as well. So taking care of your health also means taking care of everybody else's health. That's pretty much it, bro. And I guess I do have some things to talk about, but I don't know if it's approved. Can we talk about it?
Go wild,
Whatever,
man.
okay.
I think we sort of
This platform,
own,
right?
Yeah, the
okay.
platform. So go wild.
Yeah, dude. So in Bangalore, waste management is becoming a scene. Okay. So recently I watched this video. So I watched the video from Deccan Herald about how the waste management process goes on in our city. Okay. So there's like different corporations for it. There's BBMP, of course, that is in charge of waste gathering in the first place. Then there's another thing. BWSSB is mostly for sewage, but like there's something on a sister organization sort of for this. These guys are in charge of making sure that the people who do this job, waste collection job, are well paid, are well fed, have their benefits or whatever. Okay. That these people are getting lesser funding, okay, to do this very job, and they are blaming BBMP. But BBMP has the state government to blame for not giving them enough funding. But the BBMP gets a lot of funding. We know that, right?
Yeah.
They get like a lot of funding. Like in the thousand
If
crores.
if they stop trying to
Vibes,
fix
right?
roads that don't need to be fixed,
yeah.
and building things that don't need to be
Exactly.
built, maybe you might have money, guys. My God,
Yeah.
why didn't I
But
think?
they get a lot of money. They get a lot of funding for that fact. For that matter. For waste, they're not giving a lot of money for waste. Okay. So apparently BBMP is saying the state government is not getting money for waste, and this other organization is saying we are not getting money from BBMP to maintain this. And also people don't pay them was also a complaint for some reason. Why are we paying for a government facility that's meant to be a basic facility? I don't know, but that's the segue into what I wanted to say, which is we will have to start paying as part of our taxes. I think we are already paying. I'm not sure if the ruling has come in play. Future Anak just put it up, but we will have to start paying. So what this organization is going to do is going to have half its funding from BBMP and half its funding coming in from fees from us. Yeah, that's a new.
I hate to say this, but it's a really funny joke. I think BBMP can use the funds that it already has effectively.
Yeah.
Because right now, all I will say is
true.
wasted potential.
Wasted potential is true. Because our city is beautiful and we have a real chance of making it a great city. And with the inflow of people, apparently 1,500 people move to Bangalore on a daily basis. That's a huge number.
That's a lot of traffic, man.
That's a lot
Silkboard's
of
already
people, yeah.
crowded.
And these 1,500 range from like students, of course, from students to like employee workers and stuff. So it's not just that working force is coming. Everybody's moving to Bangalore because we have great facilities. We have good universities. We have good, like, as you can see, the most beautiful part of Bangalore, the only beautiful part of Bangalore is where we are shooting.
Hey! Haven't you seen Kamanalli?
Yeah,
Haven't you
Kamanalli, Lingarajpuram, my Jayanagar boys. Shout out, Banshankari blasting, bro.
Shout out to my BTM Pudugas.
Yeah, BTM boys, Banshankari blasters. All of these people, yeah. Clearly we have beautiful places, but that's the thing, right? Like, again, it comes back to that conversation about how it's important to show that we are a developing nation. Like, even for that Mumbai, for that matter, you told me that how they started digging.
They dug everything up, so
right, yeah. When the rain started, yeah.
Yeah, so now even Mumbai is the same as Bangalore, a water slide. So, if you ever wondered why places like Wonderland, GRS Fantasy Park aren't getting the numbers, then look outside your house. You'll have the slide right there.
Yeah. And I don't know other cities. We haven't been to other cities recently, but I've heard that metro is coming up in Hyderabad. Also, there are extensions. And
like the retail warehouse stores,
yeah.
or the
no, not metro wholesale. Metro rail.
Yeah.
Woo! Like
that's a metro joke for you all.
Yeah. Then for the metrosexuals out there. News is popping off actually, like ever since the war or whatever. Sorry, not to call it a war. We are calling, everybody else is calling it a war, but it's merely an escalation in quotes. So,
it's like the stairs that go up. It's an escalator.
As a result of that escalation, our Prime Minister has finally like fully confirmed that Pakistan won't be getting any water, and they've fully blocked off a water source. And apparently the Pakistan military is setting up air defenses on civilian houses, which is causing quite a spark and conversation on the
Do you hear about that airplane that requested to go into
that requested,
So they wanted to go into Pakistan airspace, and that was denied because the state of how things are, and the airplane faced a lot of turbulence. The nose broke off, but they landed safely and everything's fine. So as of now, everything is fine.
But
guys.
that's crazy that I mean, what I feel is like we were part of the same civilization, regardless of how we were separated at the independence movement based on who wanted what. Not naming names, but like there were key players, right, from our freedom movement who wanted separate things for these two nations. But regardless of that, we all came from like sort of that entire civilization as a whole. So it's tough to see very similar people fighting for the little differences they have with each other, right? Because from seeing like videos on the internet, I've never been to Pakistan, so from seeing videos on the internet, it's easy to tell that our food culture and their food culture, North India specifically, food cultures are very similar, and like just upbringing, all of those ideals, all of that is very very similar. So it's funny to see how these nations are fighting for like the small sort of differences that they have, right? And I keep seeing people like hosting parades and hosting like huge functions celebrating Operation Sindoor. It's a great thing to celebrate. Of course, it's a military victory for us in a military conflict. So of course that's an extremely important thing to celebrate. But it's how you celebrate it, right? Like you're celebrating loss of life and all of that stuff. So it's important to weigh every side.
I think it's in a place, or I think in a situation like this, people forget that Pakistanis are also civilians that have lives, families, and even that gets disrupted.
Yeah, it's a military conflict. Like it's not a civilian conflict, right? It's not like all of us, yes, right? When loss of life happens, like we lose people from our country, it's a heartbreaking thing, especially for something as horrifying as terrorism, right? It's a heartbreaking thing, and we should be rightfully angry at the terrorists that have done this. Yes, Pakistan's stances are what they are, right? That's what
and
led to this conflict.
We also have proof that they actively sponsor these terrorist organizations.
And support these guys and house these guys.
I get it. We're in a very sticky situation, and it is. I think it's very imperative for us to understand that this is a more nuanced matter. That you can't just throw your hate around online and seeing that fuck them, I hope they burn. No, I mean.
No, it's right. It's like it's important to voice your opinions, but if you're voicing them, like stand up for them, right? Like it's like you can't have a hateful opinion, and if someone questions it, you can't call them anti-national or anything like that, for that matter. Like it's happened a lot on Twitter specifically. I've heard and seen a lot of these arguments happen, and as soon as you say something that's slightly might not be in India's favor, you're branded an anti-national. But that's not what I'm saying, right? That's not what we are trying to say. That we are not saying that India did a bad thing. India did a good thing. It defended its people. Like it's an objectively good thing.
It is really cool that when your country gets attacked, it is really cool to see your country say, you know what, fuck you.
Yeah,
we're going to retaliate. It gives us so much hope.
Fun fact. Okay, I'm not sure if you know this, but fun fact. You know how the Indian military disabled Pakistan's nuclear capabilities? They caused an earthquake from the missiles they were launching. They were not launching it directly at this nuclear power plant or whatever, I'm not sure what it is. But they were launching it like a couple of 60 kilometers close to it. And it was hitting the ground and it was causing an earthquake. And that earthquake caused a disturbance in the tank, the uranium tank. And that's what led to the nuclear armament.
That is dope.
Failing. That is an incredible...
That is dope.
That is so fucking cool. Oh my god, that's some G.I. Joe shit, bro. That's insane that we are just capable of doing this.
So
it's incredible. Like our military capabilities are through the roof, straight up through the roof. Okay? It's crazy to see that this military conflict, it's only military. That's why the Indian side attacked military bases, right? That's what they attacked most of the time. It is recording. Most of the time, that's what they attacked. Like they attacked military bases and nothing else. They didn't want to attack civilians, and when they used the plane as a defense, right? They used a civilian plane or something, like some Pakistani civilian plane or something. They used as cover up for something. So even at that point, India showed restraint in that sense, right?
Pretty much.
But Pakistan kept pushing it.
Like, we don't like to attack first. We are not.
We're not the type. Yeah. So all of this was a defense to us saying that we are not against India's side. So
would you say that we are not the people who start the war, but we are the Avengers?
Holy shit!
Anag,
I can't sing the theme song because of copyright issues, but believe me, I'm singing it right now.
Anag, it looks like it's about to rain. If there's one thing that we can do better next time, I think we should get chairs.
Yeah, we should get chairs because my legs are starting to hurt. But look at this beautiful view, beautiful weather. It's May. It's supposed to be summer, right? In June, it rains in June. That's crazy that it's just raining right now. But yeah, again, orange alert. Let me remind you guys, stay at home, stay safe. Yeah, we'll try to do this every week. Unfortunately, we live in 2 different cities. So we'll try to do it online for you guys as much as possible.
So there'll be one line here next time.
Imagine it.
Just imagine that it's not there.
Yeah, imagine it's not there. Please. Thank you.
Take care, guys.